louder is Jay Tyler coming into the Adam Bomb Show.
What's going on?
The man. This is the man that has decided to give up South Georgia life years ago and come up to the big city. Yeah. Since you've done that, what was the biggest change when you first moved from, what was it, Albany, Georgia, to Atlanta, Georgia?
I mean, I think it was the traffic. Like, I'm not used to it. I'm not used to like as much traffic going and, you know, just traveling.
Yeah.
Like, it takes 10 minutes to go 2 minutes, you know, here. So I had to get used to that. But yeah, it's just the people are so different here. Like, it's just diverse. Like back home in Pelham, like it's near Albany, you just have like a couple of types of different people, and that's what you have. You know, they stay down there. They, you know, it's just a routine. And here it's everywhere. You have people of all shapes and sizes and colors, and it's just it's cool to see. Yeah.
Would Pelham survive a day in Atlanta traffic?
Oh no. Oh no. My parents hate coming up here.
Okay, so let's start it off here. Jay Tyler on the Adam Bomb Show. We're going to get to the new stuff. Let's start to the very first show you did in Atlanta. Where was that?
It was at a club in East Atlanta called Asylum, but it's not around anymore. Like,
that sucks.
Literally, I think it was my first show in September of 2012.
Okay.
And it was supposed to be like this East Atlanta's Got Talent type of show, to where like you win $100 for the first round, then you go to the next round.
Yeah.
And I think that you know, I thought that it was my first show, and I thought like T.I. was gonna be there, and like I thought everybody was gonna be there, and I thought this was my moment. But like it was literally like 15 people. But I went and performed. You know, I don't know how I got there. I just went and ended up winning the first round. And then after that, the show was canceled. The club was like closed, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I have to start back at square one. But I just remember being up there, being like nervous, but also like just remembering like this is my first show. Like I just have a lot to do, and I never saw the limit there, and it just kept going.
Did you win money that day? Do you remember how much did you? Oh, $100. Did you? I would have like posted that right on my wall. There, like, you know how people do in the restaurants. Yeah. That's what I would have done. Jay Tyler is on the Adam Bomb Show. First show in Atlanta was Asylum. Okay, you get to the point where there are no more shows there after one.
Right.
What do you do? Where do you go from there?
It was basically, I literally had to search for where I could perform. You know, like moving here in Atlanta, I had no idea where to go. You know, I looked up like clubs to perform in and like venues to get, and you know, it's just a matter of like finding out the people that you need to talk to get there. And I had no idea. I was 19 years old, just moved here to the city, had no clue who anybody was. So, you know, I had to do my research. I had to ask, who is this person? Like, how do I get in contact with that person? And you know, like, it was just generosity of people that were like, you need to talk to this person. And, you know, somehow, some way, I got another stage that led to another stage that led to a bigger stage that led to this stage. And, you know, honestly, it all happened so fast that I can't remember what happened, but it just started snowballing from just one show to the next.
You told me one time, I remember this story, about how you would get down to Atlanta, like you would take a bus and then you'd walk and you'd take another bus.
Yeah, when I first moved here, I moved to Woodstock, and I didn't have a car. You know, I lived in a hotel room. You know, I didn't have any money whatsoever. Like, that $100 lasted me for a good 2 months, you know?
Gosh.
And every time I went to the city, I would walk to a church that had that had like a G-Dot bus, and I would get on there and just drive to wherever I needed to go in Atlanta, and I would walk literally from like downtown all the way to Midtown, like back, and you know, just spend the whole day in Atlanta.
It's worth noting you're doing this and not knowing the city, so anything can happen.
Exactly. Have no idea. You know, like, everybody back at home is so scared of Atlanta because of like how many people are on the street, and like what's going on, and like everything happens in Atlanta because it's big. Like, it's a huge fear back at home, and I just threw myself in there.
Yeah, you got to throw that in. Nobody's walking around in Pelham, I guess,
No.
at 10 o'clock at night, right?
Not at all.
Jay Tyler is on the Adam Bomb Show. We're going to get to the new single and the EP, but I want to start with your first single and your first single. Let's start with that. What was that? Do you remember?
My first single is Live Out Loud.
Live Out Loud,
Yeah.
That's right. And I do remember that song,
Yeah.
and you did a video for that, which, when you put that song out, what was fan reaction? What was friend reaction and family reaction? Was it mostly positive?
Yeah, it was mostly positive because I think that the song was a positive message, and it also everybody needed to hear that message at that time, you know, like, and it's still valid today. You know,
Yeah.
I wrote it inspired by Pulse. You know, once that happened, I was just devastated.
In Orlando, right?
Yeah, I was so devastated that I just had to use my voice to let everybody know that it was going to be okay. And not only that, but you know, it doesn't matter what you're going through. You just live out loud. It doesn't matter if you're like getting bullied or, you know, like if you're going through a traumatic experience, like everybody has certain things that they go through. You just have to live out loud in those moments. And I promise everything will get better.
Are you a loud person? You consider yourself?
Yeah, I'm a loud person. I'm outrageous. Yeah.
But do you think though being loud and outrageous helps you as a performer, because it doesn't seem like you're afraid of anything? You know what I mean?
Honestly, you know, like I started off in high school with acting, and it really branched me out to where I don't care about anything else. You know, like my personality is my personality, and there's times that I'm like calm and mellow, but you know, I think that being an entertainer and my drive just leads me to be an outrageous person. It has nothing to do with like anything other than just me pushing, you know?
Yeah. So let's fast forward here. First of all, the single Dance With Me with James Shealy. Who is James Shealy for people that don't know who that is?
Oh, he's an amazing singer. He's from here in Atlanta. He's working on his own EP. But yeah, I had this song. I thought my EP was finished, you know, and my manager called me up on a Saturday morning. He was like, "Hey, I have this beat, you know, like I have it for somebody else. It was my idea for somebody else, but you know, like I'm just gonna send it to you. If you don't like it, you don't have to write to it. The album can be done, whatever. But I really see you on it." And so I was like, you know, okay, whatever. And so he sent it to me, and I was like, wait a minute, what? Like this is good,
right?
And it just felt summery, and like it made me literally jump up out of bed. And so I just started writing to it, and you know, it's just that dancing feeling. I was like, let me just write a song about dancing, and that's just how it came. And I feel like James was such a good addition to the song. You know, like his voice just matches the harmonies, and the hook just fits perfectly with him. Yeah.
How long did it take you to actually write this song? Because when he calls you and says, "Here, look at this beat," okay, do you immediately start? And how long did it take to get that done?
Yeah, like sometimes, you know, sometimes it just varies. Like I can sit on a beat for like a week or so and like be stuck. But this song, I was done in 2 days.
Wow.
This song, I was just like, yeah, this is it. And then when we went to record it, you know, after we got through, I was listening to it and I was like, Ryan, this needs to be the first single. And originally my producer Ryan, he was like, yeah, we already have this single that we think that, you know, would work better. And I told him, I was like, no, I think this is a single. He's like, let's just sit on that for a few minutes. And then that night he was like, yeah, this is a single.
Okay, so Jay Tyler's on the Adam Bomb Show with the new single Dance With Me. Before the beat ever got to you, before you ever wrote this, were you happy with the EP Prelude?
Yeah.
Were you? Okay, so you were satisfied already.
Yeah, I think I was happy with it. I think that you know, I showed my true work. I was myself in all the songs, you know. But then, you know, like once you feel like when you hear something and you are like, oh, like that's kind of what it's missing. Like you didn't think that it was missing anything until like somebody else was like, hey, have this. That's what it was missing. I feel like there was just that one song that was kind of missing, to just throw it in there to make it all round. And I think that that's what Dance With Me was. Okay,
let's talk about Prelude. What else?
Yeah.
What kind of sounds are on the album? Is anything else similar to Dance With Me, or is it all over the place? I don't want to make it sound like it's not together, but everything's like it's
cohesively. Yeah. It's all over the place.
Okay.
To be honest, yeah. Okay. I mean, I have a song that will, you know, like tear people's heart to shreds if they've ever been like heartbroken. That song, it's called Why. I wrote it when I was heartbroken, and I feel like everybody will connect with that. But there are songs like Blasphemy that I'm just being stupid. You know, like I'm just showcasing my passion, showcasing my flow, but it's in a way that I'm just like, I'm having fun up here, you know, like this song is fun. Like you don't have to like the lyrics, you don't have to like the beat, but it's just all about having fun. Like I have a couple of songs on there that's like that, and a couple of songs on there that's just like letting loose and dancing. Like if you're in love with somebody, I have Paradise Baby that's talking about somebody being like a vacation. Like it will put you in your feels.
Okay, Jay Tyler's on the Adam Bomb Show. If you didn't know this, he is also an amazing graphic designer. You're very artistic.
Thank you so much.
Have you were involved with all of the art with the album, right?
Yeah, I designed all of the artwork myself. I worked with my manager and my producer Ryan. Who, we got together and just created an idea of every single song. Like we wanted to make a cover for every single single that we have on the song or on the album.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we just sat down and we got to working on every single cover. And I think we have a pretty good booklet.
Have you seen everything yet?
Yeah, I got the proof back.
Okay,
we approved it. It's off to print.
Okay,
should be ready to go.
Okay, well there is a little twist to this interview here. Your manager Ryan, obviously, holds all the cards, including something that we're gonna bring this in here. Ryan, if you want to, and Jesse, you can get him on here. And Ryan, if you want to step up to the mic here. And so Ryan came to me before this, and Ryan, I got your mic on here. He came to me, and this was really important to Ryan to be able to give you a box with My Little Ponies all over it. So no, I'm just kidding. So the story, what is this, Ryan?
Well, this is a little. You know what? Just have him open it.
Okay, so
I think is the best way.
Jay Tyler's opening My Little Pony on the Adam Bomb Show right now. I have a feeling that's not what it is.
It's shoes. No, I'm joking.
Oh, and a great store, by the way. All right. Oh man, he's gonna make you work for this.
Oh my God.
What is this?
I feel like I'm about to cry right now.
What is that?
That's my first copy of my CD.
How cool is that? Let's hold it up to the camera real quick.
Oh my God.
Describe that feeling though, seeing that right, you know.
Wow, it's very humbling, very humbling. Just like all the hard work that went into this.
I don't know what it's like to be an artist, but I would imagine it's. I mean, you hold your favorite artist, CD, and now it's you on there.
Yeah,
you know. Some kid's gonna hold that up and be like, "This is my favorite artist."
Wow.
Here, let me take a look at that before.
Yeah,
okay,
absolutely.
This is dude, this is good. And I saw the proofs before, so I kind of know, but this is sharp, man. This is really sharp. I think Ryan did a good job with it too, right? We got to give some props to Ryan on this here. Very nice. Prelude is the album. It is out now from Jay Tyler with the single "Dance with Me" with James Shealy, or the EP. Man, this looks good stuff, man. I'm glad you finally got your first copy. Gosh.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited. I can't wait for everybody to have their copy.
Where can they get it at, by the way?
They can get it Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud. We're going to be doing music videos on YouTube and stuff. You can get it. I'll be having personal copies to be shipped out. So, yeah, you can get it on my website, jtylermusic.com.
How much for an autograph, right? Jay Tyler on the Adam Bomb Show. We cannot guarantee that they'll be wrapped in My Little Pony wrapping paper. Well, you'll have an amazing experience with Prelude, the EP. Jay Tyler, thanks for coming on the Adam Bomb Show. And Ryan the manager with the clutch give right here. Awesome.